Welcome back to the Antique Clock Shop. Okay, this is the fourth and final video on the Sessions 8-day mantle clock. And in this video, we're going to show you how to use this microset precision clock and watch timer. I'm going to show you how you got to calculate the beats per hour. So you have to get a count on your escapement teeth, and then you have to get a count on the pinion gears. And you have to do that for the center wheel, which is in here. You have the third wheel, which is here. You see the red marks I got on them. I already got them all counted. And the fourth wheel, and then the escapement. And you go to this book here. This book came with the microset timer. And the one we're looking for, I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but it's a Sessions 8-day Lion's Head mantle clock. That's the one we're working on, and all the markings are correct. And all my numbers match up with these numbers here, what they have in the book. And so our beats per hour is going to be 9,724. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get this set into the test stand, and then I'll set this machine up and I'll show you how we're going to get that number. So let's move on to the next step. Okay, I got the movement on the test stand. The next step is we got to get the movement in beat. So we got to take, and you can see, let me start that. You can, I don't know if you can hear that. But the beat's not even, so what I got to do is I got to figure out how far I got to adjust the crutch. And usually I just do it by ear. And you just take a pair of pliers, pinch them hard, and then you just kind of bend this with your finger. Got to go a little bit further. Almost got it. Let's see. Yeah, it's got a nice even tick now. The tick and the talk sound pretty even. So the next step is to get this machine into setup, lined up with this, and we'll see what our beats per hour are. So that's my next step. Okay, I got the machine set up. I got the ticking sound syncing up with the flashing of the light. And this button here, that's how you calibrate it. You kind of just use your ear and get the ticks coinciding with that flashing light. And then you know you can get your correct number. And as you can see, the number is a little fast according to the number that I wrote down. It was that's the number we need to be at, 9724. But I'll let it run for a little bit and let it settle down. I don't know, it's just something about this. You just gotta let it run for a little bit, and then I'll recheck it, and then I'll slow it down if I need to. And you usually take the key. There's a shaft on there. You put this key on there, and you can slow it down by turning that shaft, and that'll lower the pendulum, and that'll slow the clock down. That'll bring these numbers down. So we're going to let it run for a little bit, and then we'll check it again. Okay, we're getting the number pretty close. This is the number we're looking for, and we're either going to come in below this number or above the number. But as you can see that or not, we're getting pretty close. And but we'll get it back in the case and get everything set up. And I usually let it run for about a week. and slowly adjust it in. But this gets us pretty close with this meter, and it just makes the job a lot easier. So that's the next steps, to get this back into its case, and we'll go from there. Okay, we got the movement back in the case. All we got to do now is hang the pendulum bob on there. I'll make a back for this later. I know I talked about that before. I have to mill up some wood and make a solid back for it. It's got the little clip here that holds that in. Alright, so let's turn the clock around. See the front of it. They're all back together. Looks good. Go down to the half hour. You hear the bell at the top of the hour. All you got to do to start it is just to raise one end. Hear it ticking. Now we'll just let it run for about a week, and I'll slowly adjust the time on it. Yeah, it's come out pretty good. I'm happy with it. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.